Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammad Hassan. I'm working as DevOps engineer. Guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up the JFrog, and we are going to use Terraform to provision two EC2 machine on our AWS, right? And we are going to set up a custom VPC. And in that particular custom VPC, we are going to provision those EC2 machine. And along with that, the JFrog, we are going to use to provision JFrog, we are going to use Docker, right? So let's begin. Guys, what I've done, I've already created a repository for you guys and added some of the few useful links, right? So what you need to do, simply clone this guy, right? And clone this in your local and simply, I've already done that and I'm inside this repo. So what you need to do, let me show you. So once you clone, you need to navigate to the Terraform, and I'm going to show you what you need to do. You need to do Terraform init and Terraform apply dash auto dash approve. This will provision the custom APC and two machines. So seems to be typo here, and I need to fix this. I need okay. So regarding the backend, I need to show you this part. You need to set up the backend. If this bucket is available, you need to make sure that this bucket is available, or you can set it up your own bucket. And and after the bucket is created, I've enabled the versioning on that. Anyway, uh, regarding the code, you need to navigate to the Terraform, and if you are using a different bucket, you need to update this backend part, right? So this part should be updated if you're using a different backend, right? Anyway, we are actually provisioning the custom VPC, and this is the side range of that VPC. And we are going to use three AGs, private and public subnet. Along with that, we are going to use a single NAT gateway. Anyway, what our focus is that to provision two EC2 machine, and we are going to use the EC2 key pair. We are going to use instance profile that I don't want to do SSH, and I'm going to use the SSN to take a shell into those particular machines, right? And I'm going to create two security group, one for the JFrog and other is going to be for the Jenkins, right? And regarding those two applications, we are going to use Docker as already shown you. This is the EC2 section regarding the module of JFrog EC2 machine. This is the name of the module, and we are going to use that JFrog security group in that. Regarding the JFrog, we are going to use the port 8082, which is open, right? As this is the demo. Anyway, and the other part is going to be the Jenkins. And regarding Jenkins, I'm going to use the port 8082, and the security group is going to be which we are using. Regarding the user data, this in Jenkins, I've used the base 64, and in JFrog, I've used this particular file regarding the user data. So if I navigate to the user data, these are the two simple scripts I've created. So once the machine is booted, or you can say these are the bootstrap scripts, right? When the machine is booted, it is going to use that. So this is a JFrog.shell. So we are going to install Docker, and we are going to use the Docker Compose version 2. It is going to pull the same Docker file which we have provided in our repository. I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to add additional stuff. Sometimes it's not work, but anyway. Regarding the Docker file, this is the Docker file which we are going to use, and these are some of the useful links regarding the OS tags. So we are going to use the JFrog custom tag, right? And we are going to do the port mapping from the Docker container to host machine. This is the 8082. That's why we open the security group, and we are going to store the data on the persistent volume. So this is the artifact to data which we're going to store on our disk, right? And it is going to write all the stuff on our local disk, right? And regarding the Postgres, this is the version of Postgres. So we are going to use the Alpine, and this is the DB, which is going to be created automatically once this particular container is provision, and these are the volumes. For instance, Postgres data is going to be living in this named volume, and it is going to mount it inside the container with this. We use the restart flags in case our container is stopped or machine is rebooted. It is going to automatically bring this application up. We're going to use the custom tag, custom network, JFrog, and Java is going to be a page. So networking between these containers is going to be automatically done through the DNS names. And we are going to then use this command. So if I navigate to EC2 machine, you see our infrastructure has been set up. And if I navigate to the VPC, you see our VPC has been set up. And if I do refresh and if I click it, you see our two machines are now in running state. And if I click this guy and I need to check the IP address for Jenkins, if I click it and if I put it here, I need to use the port 8082 to access this guy, and let's do that. So guys, regarding this token, which is going to be shortly available, I need to take a shell into this particular machine, right? So click this guy, click connect. That is why I used SSM profile. So you see it is going to shortly available, and it is going to ask for the token that we need, right? So this is going to be the administrator token, and we have taken the shell into this through SSM. If I do sudo -i, right, and if I do docker ps, our Jenkins container is running. So docker logs of Jenkins, you will see that token is going to be available. So click this guy and simply paste it here, copy this and paste it. Click continue and install the default plugins that what we need. Don't need to save it. And I'm going to install the stuff that we needed, right? Let's wait for a while. Just configure our Jenkins, which we need, right? And then I'm going to give the username admin. Let's give the password admin. Okay, okay, admin at CloudGeeks. So anyway, save and continue. Okay, just save and continue, right? So guys, our Jenkins is ready. Sometimes that particular script on JFrog might not work. So if I click the JFrog and copy the IP address of this, put it here, and the port we are going to use to access our JFrog is 8082. So let's see it is working or not. So as I discussed, sometimes that usually unable to create the files or might be anywhere, but we are going to use the same script which we have created. Docker is definitely installed with the script anyway. Let me show you sudo -i, right? And if I do docker ps, you see Docker is installed in our machine. So what I need to do, I am going to simply copy this particular command, and you need to do the same if it is not working. Sometimes it does work, but sometimes it's not. Anyway, we have pulled this Docker Compose. It is the same Docker Compose file, and what we need to do, scroll it down and use this particular command, Docker Compose. Make sure you copy exactly the same. And we are using the Docker Compose version 2, so it is going to simply install the Postgres, the version which we have specified, along with the version of the JFrog. So let it install. It will take around about 2 minutes to do. Regarding the application of JFrog, once up, it will take about 2 minutes. So it is pulling all the stuff. If I do docker ps, You see, it is available if I do Docker logs of uh, artifactory and just simply do uh, follow the logs. So we are actually checking, and you will see the time it is going to specify that once all the applications are up, it will show the status. We are able to pick the time here. So I do recommend, even like in your production, use the Docker, because previously people do use Ansible and all this stuff. It seems to be pretty much deprecated once the Docker is available. Every company has provided their own containers and official repositories. So if you see, this is the official Docker by entry.io, and they are maintaining their containers. You need to simply pull that and run that application instead of do the configuration regarding the installation of certain packages. You need to simply install the Docker and make that application up. That is how simple it is, right? Anyway, this is um, we are actually setting up, and let's try to refresh it. Refresh the same stuff that we have. We are trying to set it up. So 8082 is the port, right? And then we are going to do let it provision. You see, now our JFrog is available. And from Jenkins, what we are going to do, we navigate to the manage Jenkins section, right? And from here, navigate to plugins. Okay, click plugins, and we are going to simply install the JFrog plugin, right? So click available plugin and type JFrog. So click this guy if you want to see more information regarding the installation of this guy. So simply what you need to do, click this section and click install. So if you want to read more about this plugin, you can definitely do that. And in fact, we are using these example in our tutorial as well. So you can read additional stuff here. So anyway, this seems to be available. Now what we are going to do, we are going to navigate to again manage Jenkins, click system, right? We are using the Jenkins LTS version. So simply I mean, you need to simply provide that in our um, Jenkins setup, which I've already done that. So Control F, type JFrog. So this is the plugin configuration we need to do, and it's pretty simple. We're going to allow HTTP connection and click add. Server is going to be JFrog. Let's call this JFrog server, right? And the URL is going to be exactly the same. So by default, this is the username and password. So username password is admin, right? And the password is password. So I've added in the README MD as well. So it will give you administrator access, and once you logged in, it asks you to, uh, update the password. We are going to update that. Let me give a simple password. I know it is not a very strong password, but this is the demo. So I'm going to give this password, right? So base URL is going to be like same that we are going to use, right? And I'm going to paste it here, and uh, yeah, next. Um, Guys, this is the open source version. And definitely, if you use the enterprise version, you will get all the stuff regarding the Docker and all the stuff you need in your production environment. So it will give you these, I mean, free offerings, Gradle, Maven, etc. If you want to enable Docker and all that stuff, you need to make sure you go for the enterprise version. Anyway, click next and finish the installation. So, okay, by default, if we navigate to Artifactory, okay, in the artifacts, you see we have a like example repo, and now what we are going to do, we are going to do one more step. Navigate to sorry, I actually not finished that one. So I'm going to click this guy, and as it is in the same VPC, what I can do, I can give the internal IP address of the just a minute of this one, JFrog. So if you scroll it up and if you scroll it down, so instead of giving the public IP, what I can do, I can give the internal address. So this is the public one, guys. I can do the internal address as well. So let me update this one so you can understand that it is in the same VPC, and this VPC allow all traffic to internal port as well. So regarding the credential, I forgot to add the credential. So what I need to do, I need to do a create a credential. So click manage credential, and if I navigate to credential section, click credential, click system, and click global and add credentials. I'm going to use the username and password. So our username is this one, right? So you can treat this username as secret as well. Click this guy if you want. So, or if you don't want, you can do that as well. Anyway, so I'm going to call this JFrog server and JFrog server. Create this credential. So credential are created now. What I need to do, navigate back to this section. Just want to copy the address. Let's refresh. Definitely I need to do a refresh here and wait for a while, and again control F, JFrog. So okay, because we have not saved the changes, and I'm going to give the ID JFrog server, right? And credential now are going to be populated, and just apply save, right? So regarding the server, changes are updated, and then I'm going to do navigate to manage Jenkins, navigate to tool, again type control F and search for the JFrog, control F JFrog, because we need to add a CLI, right? And I'm going to click that, and I'm going to call this what we need. So if I navigate to the section JFrog, if you navigate to the readme MD, and I've added a sample file. This file actually is a link which I've added to this plugin section. So simply you need to navigate to this guy if you want to see a lot of example. The link we already opened, right? And we are going to use one of the examples, right? These are the examples. So, and we are going to use the example of JFrog CLI, right? So I'm going to call this JFrog CLI. You see, so exactly I've added the stuff here regarding the JFrog CLI. So I'm going to use the example repo, but in example, this repo is not used. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paste this guy and leave everything as it is, apply save. It is going to install that. Now I'm going to copy this example, and let's try to see, see our pipeline, which we are going to create. So I'm going to create a new item here, and I'm going to click pipeline. Let's call this uh, JFrog, JFrog, right? So click OK, and simply I'm going to paste the pipeline in the script section and to test it. So yeah, this is going to be script pipeline syntax. Uh, okay, sorry, I need to click this guy. Paste the pipeline here, apply and save. So guys, I've already shown you the example repo is already there. Let's try to build everything, and connectivity is working fine. We should be able to, see our um, stuff regarding the connectivity. And if I click this guy, sorry, need to roll this up. Click on the pipeline, click on the console output. So you'll see regarding the console output, it is going to use the latest version of the JFrog CLI by default, which we have actually provided. It is going to contact this JFrog server. It seems to be okay. And it is using that password and using the command which is actually shown in the command. You see ping and status check. It seems to be okay, and the success, everything, the pipeline is successfully done. So guys, this is the successful setup regarding the connectivity and all that sample test, a test which we can do regarding the setup. And all this stuff is already available. What is mentioned that show the installed CLI version, you will see everything, and show the configured JFrog platform instance. It will show you that part as well. Anyway, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe the channel. Have a nice day. Thank you.